Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for requesting this exclusive tapping session that I'm going to do with Stephanie. And we were just talking about what might serve you all the best. And we were thinking that, a lot of you are probably struggling with a fear of, either what your kids are going through or how you're processing it or what have you. So what are you thinking, Stephanie? Like what kind of things come up for you, or do you think come up for your listeners around being afraid?
I think even just day to day, I know for my son, for example, sometimes he can have episodes where he lashes out. So it could be safety for others and or safety for myself.
Okay.
Now that he's older and 19 and could absolutely take me out if he wanted to. Um, I think even just like simply put, fear for his future. Where is he going to end up? And I will even say more recently, something triggered me to again be afraid to die because I'm worried about what's going to happen to him. So I would say those are like the main fears for me.
Okay. And then there's probably just a lot of overwhelm and
Yeah.
stuff in there also, if you weren't here. Okay. When you get scared or fearful about your son, does that, like, is there a color to that fear or a texture or any like descriptors of the feeling that you have?
I would say that it's probably more of a like a blue or a purple.
Okay. And does the fear, like other emotions that you have other than just being scared, like is it sadness
Sadness for
or
sure.
okay.
Sadness for sure.
What does the
Some
sadness stem from, do you think?
I think it stems from, sometimes I feel, and maybe it's even like a mix of pity, which I hate to use, but I feel bad that he has to go through this, that he was sort of chosen for this life when, you know, other kids don't have to go through this.
Sure.
Um,
So like a why me, why him?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, well, yeah, a
It's
little bit of a woe
natural.
is me. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of despair too.
Okay.
So
Um, all right. With EFT, we love to get into those negative feelings because we
mhm.
can't feel genuinely positive or really release until we acknowledge those. So I think that's an important thing to let be known, especially in a world where everybody's like expecting us to like sugarcoat stuff all the time and make it seem like it's all coming up roses and rainbows and stuff. And, if it's not, it's not. That's okay. Like,
Mhm.
so, all right. When you think about that fear for your son, and you, if zero was no fear at all, I'm not worried about him, his life, anything, and 10 is just a lot of fear, where do you feel like you are on that scale right now?
10.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, everybody who's listening, I invite you to write down your number also. And also, for those who are listening, if I'm saying things when I'm tapping that maybe are more geared towards what Stephanie said, but you feel differently, feel free to change the words. EFT really likes you to get specific about the way that you're feeling, but also know that it's not going to change the way that you feel if you tap on something that doesn't resonate with you. So it's not like any kind of weird shift is going to happen or you're suddenly going to feel a way that you didn't before that's negative if you say something that doesn't align. So you don't need to worry about anything. So we're just going to start tapping on the side of our hand. And what I'm going to have you do, Stephanie, is just repeat after me. We're going to start here. We're going to go through the tapping points a few times, take some deep breaths and just kind of tune in. Now, while we're doing the tapping, I want you to focus on that fear. So I want you to kind of picture, like what you said, kind of that bluish purple color and whatever the feeling is for you when it gets really scary for you. And just keep that top of mind as we're tapping and talking.
Mhm.
So now you can repeat after me. Even though I have so much fear in my body,
Even though I have so much fear in my body,
and it's happening every day
and it's happening every day
for one reason or another,
for one reason or another,
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Even though there is so much about being a parent of a special needs child,
even though there is so much about being a parent of a special needs child
that makes me fearful and scared.
that makes me feel fearful and scared,
I honor that feeling and accept myself anyway.
I honor that feeling and accept myself anyway.
Even though I wish things weren't like this and I didn't have to deal with all this fear.
Even though I wish things weren't like this and I didn't have to deal with all this fear,
That somebody could just wave a magic wand and make it all go away.
that someone could just wave a magic wand and make it all go away.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Now we're going to start going through the different tapping points. All this fear.
All this fear.
I get so worried about his future.
I get so worried about his future.
And the safety of myself and others.
And the safety of myself and others.
And I feel helpless.
And I feel helpless.
And really sad sometimes.
And really sad sometimes.
And sometimes I worry about what would happen if I wasn't here anymore.
And sometimes I wonder if I wasn't here anymore.
I get worried about it.
I get worried about it.
Because I feel like I'm the only one handling this sometimes.
Because I feel like I'm the only one handling all of this sometimes.
And I don't know what my child would do without me.
And I don't know what my child would do without me.
It can be really scary.
It can be really scary.
And I just never know what's going to be coming my way.
And I just never know what's going to be coming my way.
Every day, it's something different. And my nervous system is always on high alert.
Every day, it's something different. And my nervous system is always on high alert.
And I feel bad for myself.
And I feel bad for myself.
And I feel bad for my child.
And I feel bad for my child.
And I feel bad for feeling bad.
And I feel bad for feeling bad.
It all feels bad and sad.
It all feels bad and sad.
Like some kind of twisted Dr. Seuss book.
Like some like some kind of twisted Dr. Seuss book.
All this sadness.
All this sadness.
And I'm just not sure what's going to get it to shift or change.
And I'm just not sure what's going to get it to shift or change.
Sometimes it feels like it'll never end.
Sometimes it feels like it will never end.
But I don't know that my fear and worry is actually helping the situation.
But I don't know if my fear and worry is actually helping the situation.
And I'm open to the possibility that maybe I can let it go.
And I'm open to the possibility that maybe I can let it go.
Even if it's just a little bit.
Even if it's just a little bit.
And make more room for love and joy.
And make more room for love and joy.
In my relationship with myself and with my son.
In my relationship with myself and my son.
It might just be a baby step.
It might just be a baby step.
But it also might be the beginning of some really big change.
But it also might be the beginning of some really big change.
So I don't want to be blocked by the resistance of fear.
So I don't want to be blocked by the resistance of fear.
If I have the potential for really great things to start happening in my life.
I have the potential for really great things to happen in my life.
with love,
with love,
compassion,
compassion,
understanding,
understanding,
and tolerance.
and tolerance.
I now forgive.
I now forgive.
And I call my power back into my body.
And I call my power back into my body.
It is safe to not feel so completely fearful.
It is safe not to fear so completely fearful.
It is safe not to feel so completely fearful.
It is safe not to feel so completely fearful.
All right. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just kind of tune back into your body and that feeling of fear. And tell me where you feel like you are on that 0 to 10 measurement scale now.
I have to be honest, I feel like I'm on like a 6.
That's amazing. That's
Even
great.
that this might sound crazy, but when I first closed my eyes originally, I saw the purple and the blue.
Mhm.
And as we went through it, it was going away.
Good. Good. What color feels more in alignment with who you truly are?
Oh, bright, like a orange or a yellow.
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, fear isn't who we are. It's, and it's, we are not our emotions. So we do have some ability to regulate there. And, I think it's a huge shift considering everything that I'm sure you go through on a daily basis. I have no idea,
Mhm.
but I know it's a lot. And just think about like what taking that little bit of edge off. And if you were just to give yourself 3 minutes in the morning to just tap on whatever you're feeling, it doesn't even have to be related to your son if you're feeling something else or whatever, to just be able to lower your cortisol and start your day on a little bit of a different level than you would have otherwise been. It can
Yeah,
really make a huge difference throughout your entire day and start, regulating the nervous system along with the emotions. And all of a sudden, like you really start showing up differently. It doesn't take long. So
I love that.
yeah. Did you have anything else come up for you? Any thoughts or feelings while you were doing that came to mind?
You know what? I actually felt, I mean, believe it or not, I still have like a little bit of chills.
Okay.
I don't know why,
Okay.
but
I'd like to
I don't
ask, like, so when you go from a 10 to a 6, it's a matter of, okay, so what is that 6? Like, what is that made up of? Is that just still like the unknown and
know. Right.
all the, the fear of things that you don't have control over and everything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Um,
I'd probably equate it to any parent's fear of their child going off and leaving the nest, right?
yeah.
Um, but I feel better about I honestly I can't even explain it. I just feel like maybe there was just like a tension in me that just feels like
Mm-hmm.
it's just
Yeah.
gone down, like I'm more relaxed about it.
My favorite way to describe it myself, like when I first started doing it, was like if you went to like a great concert or something and you had like floor seats and you're like down in like the hustle and bustle of like the mosh pit kind of area at first, and like it's okay there, and maybe you even love it or whatever, but you don't actually have the whole picture,
Yeah.
and then maybe like you're up on like the nosebleed seats and you have this like full view of everything, and there's almost a quiet up there even if it's a concert and is loud,
Yeah.
kind of like serene. That's how EFT kind of felt like. As I'm tapping, I'm like rising out of the mosh pit up into like the nosebleed seats and really getting a clear picture of everything.
Maybe that's actually, yes, you're good. You're good.
So try to stay up high, and
Yes.
everything will be good. So thank you
I
for doing
love
that with
it.
me and being vulnerable about your situation and everything else. I hope that
Thank
really
you.
helps all of you who requested this and are listening in and trying it along. As for me, I love hearing from you. So if you've done this round with us and something's come up for you, or you want to chat about something, drop me a line, same email that you used to request it, Theresa@theresalearlevine.com. I'm sure Stephanie would love to hear from you guys too. If you have experiences, what's your email?
Oh yeah. It's the longest email ever, the master and me podcast@gmail.com.
There we
You're
go.
welcome.
And yeah, so reach out to us. Let us know how it went for you. Nothing makes me happier than getting emails from people that have tried out tapping and had a cool experience with it. So
It's cool, you
awesome.
guys. Try it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. I will cut that there for the listeners, and we have a cool free gift to give them. So thank you, Stephanie.